In this lesson, we'll examine how one-way ANOVA either does or doesn't enable us to answer research questions in two situations. Let's start with a trip to the Rocky Mountains. During the winter months, the Rocky Mountains in Colorado can accumulate up to 10 feet of snow. While many people think of these snow-covered peaks as a place for winter recreation, they provide an even more valuable resource: water. Each spring, the snow melts and begins a scenic trip down the Big Thompson River into what's known as the Big Thompson Watershed area.
The Big Thompson Watershed and the Big Thompson River is located approximately 50 miles northwest of Denver, Colorado. It encompasses an area of roughly 900 square miles, including 3 counties, Larimer, Weld, and Boulder counties, as well as part of the Rocky Mountain National Park. The headwaters of the river start near the Continental Divide, the east side of the Continental Divide, and it traverses roughly 65 miles to the mouth of the South Platte River. It goes through the cities of Estes Park and through Loveland, and goes to the South Platte River, which eventually meets up with the North Platte River in Nebraska. And from there, it turns into the Platte River and eventually meets the mighty Missouri River. The water resources from the Big Thompson watershed roughly go to almost 1 million residents on the Front Range. And this includes residential, commercial, agriculture, hydropower, recreation, and as well as wildlife habitat preservation. And it also includes a number of lakes and reservoirs, specifically Horsetooth Reservoir and Carter Lake, which are potable water supplies for over 800,000 residents on the Front Range.
Water quality is important for a few different reasons. Specifically on the Front Range, a lot of people are concerned with water treatment purposes. So we monitor water quality so that we can determine how to treat the water at the plant with the least cost as possible and provide the cleanest water available to its customers. Water quality is also important to monitor for ecological integrity. When we look at that aspect, we're considering the fish in the stream, the flora and the fauna in the watershed, and how the quality of the water affects their existence.
To protect the water quality in the area, a number of local citizens and officials created the Big Thompson Watershed Forum in 1997.
The primary mission of the forum then and now is to protect and improve water quality through collaborative monitoring, assessment, education, and restoration projects on a watershed scale. They thought there should be more regulatory oversight and more involvement from the regulatory community in addressing and identifying water quality needs in the Big Thompson River.
To build an effective watershed protection program, the Watershed Forum recognized the need to accurately quantify and analyze water quality. The forum turned to Dr. Jim Loftus at Colorado State University to help analyze data gathered over a number of years.
Statistics is used in water quality monitoring in at least 2 major ways. One of those is to design monitoring programs. We need to determine where to sample, how often to sample, in order to get the information that we need. And then another major use of statistics in water quality monitoring is to actually analyze the data after they're collected in order to obtain the information that you need. We recently did a retrospective analysis of water quality data in the Big Thompson watershed to process data that have been collected over the last 6 years by the Big Thompson Watershed Forum. And the overall objective of that study was to determine whether the water quality within the watershed were suitable for their intended uses and whether they were improving or getting worse over time. We're also interested in some of the more detailed statistical aspects of the water quality, such as how different are the seasons from each other, how different are the locations along the river from each other, and also what sorts of models could best be used to portray the data statistically.